Hello, my name is Kaylee Davis, and I'm here to talk about the professional characteristics that make you a leader. When I think of a leader, I think of somebody who is always going the extra mile and taking extra steps in everything they do to be the best. The first thing I think that makes somebody a leader is their punctuality. I think showing up to work on time and coming with a positive attitude really makes a difference and really makes somebody shine as a leader over others who maybe don't possess these traits. I think coming to work ready, not just showing up right when you're scheduled to work. So if you have to work at 7:30, not just showing up right at 7:30, coming an extra 5 minutes so you have that time to set your stuff down, get organized before your day fully starts, make a coffee if you need to do that. In my experience, just by doing this simple step every day has really helped for me to have a more positive outlook on the day and just being prepared. I think that says a lot about you and really makes you shine above others who don't do that and characterizes you as a leader. The next thing that I think characterizes a leader is building trust. I think this can be done through relationships with the families you work with, the children you're working with, and even with your coworkers. I think trust is a really big part of everyday life, and especially in early childhood. I think it's important because you are working with somebody else's children for a majority of the day. I think we see people's kids more than they do, and so just making sure we're building that trusting relationship with them will really help your interactions to go smoother. I think in doing this, it's showing others how to build new skills. Just this class alone has taught me a lot about building relationships with families and children and the benefits that it brings. Again, it's going back to just taking the extra time to sit down with them, go over their needs and wants for their child, even just learning about their diversity, their background, and implementing that into the classroom as much as you can. I think just learning something new about them really shows how much you care for their child, or just, I think having a meeting with them every month or every, developmental milestone that comes up, just being able to sit down with them and ask them questions or touch base with them really will help you continue to build those trusting relationships. Just along with coworkers as well, I think we're all here to help each other out. So just to lean on each other and, have trust in one another that you both know what you're doing, and even to come up with new ideas on how to improve your classroom, I think really goes a long way and shows a lot of leadership. Lastly, I think leadership is all about understanding. I think you need to be compassionate and understand each child individually. We talk a lot about how each child develops and learns at a different rate. Everybody is unique, so just being able to really understand those differences will help you to shine. I think some ways we can do this is just by active listening. A lot of the times, especially in older children, they love to talk. They love to tell you about anything. So just really listening to them, and, even if you need to write down a quick note, if they say something important like, I really like dinosaurs, you can jot that down and maybe in your next lesson plan incorporate something like that. Another way to understand them is just through actively engaging with them. Play is a big part of their learning, and I think just being there with them to actively engage and again observe and assess their learning development and jot down notes whenever you need to is really going to set you apart. I think without understanding, leadership falls flat on its face. I think we have to be willing to see things from other people's perspectives and be willing to change to become a great leader. I think leaders from all over the world and all different career settings don't just come up with every idea on their own. They listen to other people's needs and wants and adjust accordingly. So some questions I would have for leaders is, what are some characteristics that make you a leader? Today I have talked about 3 different ones that I think are all important, but of course there are a bunch of other characteristic traits that I think we should all strive for. My second question would be, how do you stay motivated to be a leader, or how do you motivate others to follow your lead? Thank you.